Hey guys, Adam here. Coming to you with a video here, basically a response to some common questions that has basically it's a question that's come a little bit more common here recently. Here we are 3 years into running this trading room, and for some reason here recently there's been a bunch of people asking me, well, Adam, what do you recommend me using? How much stuff should I be looking at? And more importantly, what exactly do you look at? And I'm just going to go ahead and make a video here. I'm going to share it to the subscribers. And then either today or sometime in the near future, we're going to put together a training. And this is going to be just part of it on what I think you need to have, what some people have, where I started and what I've gotten to, and all that. So I'm going to try not making it too long, but basically it's going to be a video on what my computer setup looks like. As of now, it is March 30th, 2015. What I recommend you using, and just all that good stuff. So basically, common question that came up here recently has been like, what's your setup look like, Adam? So I actually, in the trading room one day, literally just stepped back from the computer with my phone, snapped a picture of my monitors while running a trading room. So this is that picture. So just to let you know exactly what you're looking at here. Do I think that you need this much? No. Have I always had this much? No. Do I know people in my trading room that have 3 times this? Absolutely. I know people that have, they send me pictures, they have 12 monitors and even sometimes more. You don't have to have it. I started off on a laptop, guys. I had a laptop at one time, and then I had a laptop and one monitor. It ended up going to this iMac about 4 years ago, and a laptop and a monitor. Now, as you see here, we have boosted it up. So the reason I have 2 iMacs, I'm just a Mac guy, guys. That's the bottom line. So I have 2 computers here, and then one extra monitor ran on each computer. So these 2 are attached, and these 2 are attached, and that's just while I run the room. While I run the trading room, these 2 are on one computer, these 2 are on another, and that's just so I can watch what I watch, and if something happens to one computer, I have a backup. So for me being an educator, it's good for me to have a backup in case something happens, guys. Technology does what it does, and as great as it is, most of the time, sometimes you have them flaws. So down here you notice I do have one keyboard and mouse that runs the whole operation. That is key for me. I could not imagine having to jump back and forth from multiple mouses. This little tablet here is what I'm writing on with this little pen in my hand to have these drawings on here. So this is key for me training in the live trading room and in the options program. So I always have that. Obviously these actually stay over here for some reason. They're right here. Just remotes for a TV. I like to, when I'm not running the room, I like to have TV on, just something in the background. Very important, notepad. Always have a notepad. And hear me 10 years into this business, and I still write notes on a daily basis. Hand write out notes on a daily basis. So I find that's very important. So do you have to have all this? No. What I have over here is a 5-minute chart of the major futures I trade. Up here, a 15-minute chart of the futures that I trade. And then here is the trading time frame. These are tick charts that I use in the trading room while trading. And I trade here live for you guys. And then over here, lots of you know, I trade a lot of options. I'm constantly in and out of options. Plus, I run an options program. So I have lots of watch lists that I watch. And then these are daily charts, weekly charts. This is always getting changed, and I'm always monitoring the markets and just keeping an idea of what's going on in the world at all times. So, do you need all this? Absolutely not. If you're a newer trader, I recommend 1 to 2 monitors. Period. Maybe one for trading off of, the other for monitoring some instruments. I think if you have not yet consistently become profitable, I think you're overdoing it. I think you're severely overdoing it, simply because if you haven't become a professional at one thing, it's hard to become a professional watching a lot of things. So stick to 1 or 2 markets at the beginning, and then you can branch out and you can start to add more and more after you become very consistent in what you do. Sometimes that takes a month, sometimes that takes 6 months to a year, depending on the individual and how much time they have to put into the markets. Okay, so let me get rid of this. This is the actual trading screen here. I have up here a 400 tick chart. This fluctuates between a 233 and a 400 tick depending on the instrument. This up here is a 1600 tick chart, or an anchor chart as we like to call it. Over here you're going to have the daily, which is very important. I use it every single day for day trading. And then right here you're going to see a game plan that we put together. Now today was not too in-depth, but in the morning from 8 o'clock to 8:30 Central Standard Time, we put together a game plan for all the markets that we're looking at, and we basically stick to that all day long. We don't deviate from it. We don't say, oh man, we got a quick tick up here, let's change our entire philosophy and let's look for buying up to. No, we stick to the plan all day, and if we happen to be completely wrong on that, we need to step back and we need to redo it. So we need to spend a couple minutes going over that market and putting together a whole new game plan before you can actually trade it on the screen. Okay, so very important over there. Down below here, market internals. We have the VIX, the tick, the advanced decline, and the breadth. And then over here, the actual trading dome itself, where I do place live trades with live money in the trading room. You can see me trade extremely live, manage the trade, the entries, everything is done well in advance, so you have more than enough time to follow along. I will be drawing different technical stuffs on these charts, and so on and so forth. Over here, I was saying I had a book of 5-minute charts to the right. That's exactly what you see. You have all the indexes up here, so I can keep an eye on them, all 5-minute charts. Crude, gold, euro, and dollar. Keep a close eye on all this stuff, guys. Pretty much exactly what you saw on that last screen. I do bounce around here on a daily chart, back and forth. I have several different watch lists that I'll keep a close eye on here, but that's all stuff in the trading room we'll talk about. But as far as the trading room and what you see, this is always the screen that you see here. Every so often I'll drag stuff over, like a 5-minute chart or something over. At least I talk about it all the time, and just kind of keep us aware of what's really going on in the markets. So, well, I think that's it for this video, guys. I answered the question I wanted to. That's basically what I look at and what I think you should look at. I don't think you need to have 4 monitors at the beginning. I started with just a laptop, guys, and actually became successful just on a laptop. I added another monitor whenever I needed it in some more markets. When I started the trading room, I actually bought another computer just to run that side of it, and then it's obviously grown from there. But I don't think you need to go out and buy 8 monitors, 12 monitors, even 3 or 4 monitors. I don't think you need at the beginning. You need to become very disciplined at 1 or 2 monitors, 1 or 2 markets. Just become an absolute professional at 1 or 2 things. That's what's going to make you the best in this market. You don't have to have 15 strategies to be a professional trader. A professional trader is somebody that makes money consistently, and that is extremely rare in this business. So I think all you need to do is become the absolute best at 1 strategy in 1 or 2 markets. That's what will make you a professional, not 15 strategies and 15 markets. Okay? Become a professional in 1. Become the best at 1 thing, not a jack of all trades. Okay? So be a master of 1, guys. So that's it for me. Hope this video helped some of you out. I'm gonna try to get this sent out to the followers this afternoon, and also get it put on the video series which I am creating for the new platform at Direction Trader. So that's it, guys. I think I got all my questions answered there, or at least that question answered. So I'm going to end this video. I got a couple more I want to make today, and if they, they're for the video series that I'm talking about. But for this, that's it. If you guys have any questions, please get a hold of me, adam@directiontrader.com. If not, I hope this helps, and if you need anything, go ahead and come to directiontrader.com.